Stay with us. We're about to take you on an exciting and bumpy ride. All eyes on Florida at this hour, Tim. Both campaigns made an enormous investment there. Project an important win for Vice President Al Gore. NBC News projects that he wins the 25 electoral votes in the state of Florida. That's great news in Nashville tonight.
That is a very, very, very important state for Al Gore. And now the pressure is on George W. Bush in Pennsylvania and Michigan.
The stunner at this hour is that we can call Al Gore the winner in the Wolverine state. And we're skipping ahead to Illinois. Al Gore the winner there.
These Midwest battleground states, which George Bush's campaign thought they were going to be very competitive in, they haven't won one yet. And with Michigan and Illinois and Pennsylvania too close to call, but you add Michigan and Illinois to Florida, and Al Gore's people must be feeling very good about now.
Big call, Tim. Pennsylvania goes to Vice President Al Gore. NBC News is projecting that Al Gore is the winner in Pennsylvania. That makes it, fair to say, all the more difficult for Governor Bush to put together a winning coalition here tonight. It's still not over by any means.
Here now, a CNN major battleground call. Governor Bush is the winner in Ohio, and he grabs the Buckeye State's 21 electoral votes.
This is a state that he absolutely had to have.
It's also a state.
CNN is making another call right now. Governor Bush moving very quickly in Tennessee, embarrassing Vice President Gore by snatching his state's 11 electoral votes.
And so we're pretty darn upbeat about things.
Okay, Governor Bush pretty darn upbeat about this.
As you can see, more than half of the vote has been counted so far, and at the moment, according to this, George W. Bush has a 5-point lead in Florida.
Stand by. CNN right now is moving our earlier declaration of Florida back to the too close to call column. This no longer is a victory for Vice President Gore. We're moving it back.
Should they break for Bush, the entire calculation of the last hour and a half changes dramatically.
Even now, they say they can win without Florida, but they don't believe they're going to have to.
You clearly understand it's advantage Bush, but it has been for quite some time. Can he close the deal? We just simply don't know. Bush has 240 electoral votes. Arkansas, President Bush, 6 electoral votes drop in Arkansas, and they go for Bush.
As we just gave Arkansas to Governor Bush, Al Gore can now not get to 270 unless he wins the state of Florida.
In the state of Florida, with 91% of the precincts reporting George W. Bush at 50%, Al Gore 48%.
They left themselves no room for error at all. So when they lost here in Tennessee and then the president's home state of Arkansas, now they have to win Florida, and of course they're losing right now.
George Bush, governor of Texas, will become the 43rd president of the United States at 18 minutes past 2 o'clock Eastern Time. CNN declares that George Walker Bush has won Florida's 25 electoral votes, and this should put him over the top.
90 million people voting, and look at the difference.
Claire Shipman, have they accepted the fact that they've lost the presidency tonight?
Tom, they have. In fact, I just talked to Gore's campaign chairman, Bill Daley. He said that Gore has, in fact, called President-elect Bush.
But again, we are told the vice president will concede the election in his brief remarks here tonight.
This is what you call close. This is the state of Florida. 99.87% of the vote has been counted so far. The Secretary of State has Al Gore trailing the president-elect in the state that proved to be pivotal by 565 votes.
As that he has actually called George W. Bush and taken back his concession phone call.
The most significant point here, we're not seeing Governor Bush because Al Gore has conceded, rather has recanted that concession that he gave earlier on this evening. So stand by. I'll try to get a little bit more information, and I'll get it to you as soon as I can.
But this race is simply too close to call. And until the recount is concluded and the results in Florida become official, our campaign continues.
Latest vote count in the state of Florida shows Governor Bush winning that state by more than 1,200 votes.
Thank all of you for this long evening. It's going to be a long day ahead.